Harsh developments on the fallout at the top of French football. Noel Le Graet will be leaving his position as French Football Federation president just a few days after he said he wouldn't pick up the phone to Zinedine Zidane if he called about the France manager's job. Our chief reporter, Kaveh Solokol, here is here to tell us a little bit more about this situation and why he's now stepped down, and I guess the build-up to this with these comments that he made.
Yes, look, this all started at the weekend when it was announced that Didier Deschamps, the France manager, had signed a contract extension which would keep him as the France manager until after the next Euros. Now, there'd been a lot of talk in France that maybe it was time for Didier Deschamps to step aside, and a lot of people in France wanted Zinedine Zidane to take over as the France manager. Now, Noel Le Graet, the president of the French Football Federation, gave a radio interview at the weekend. And during that interview, he was trying to explain why he had decided to extend Didier Deschamps' contract and why he had ignored calls for Zinedine Zidane to get the job. And he made some off-the-cuff remarks which were pretty disrespectful towards Zinedine Zidane. He basically said that, look, if Zinedine Zidane called me, I wouldn't even pick up the phone. Now, this has caused a storm of controversy in France. Real Madrid got involved. They released a stinging statement attacking Noel Le Graet. Kylian Mbappe put a social media message up saying Zinedine Zidane is a legend, he must be respected. Lots of politicians were getting involved in France as well, and there were calls for Noel Le Graet to stand down. Yesterday, it was announced that there was going to be an extraordinary meeting of the Executive Committee of the French Football Federation this morning. And after that meeting, it was announced that Noel Le Graet would be stepping back from his duties.
OK, so do we think it's just the comments he made about Zidane that's led to this departure, or are there other factors in this?
There are other factors as well which are being reported in France. For instance, Noel Le Graet has been accused of sexual harassment by a female football agent. He has denied those claims, but he is quite a controversial figure. He's been for a long time the most powerful man in French football. I remember the Euros in 2016. He was in charge of organising and running that tournament as well. He is somebody who's been very, very powerful. A lot of people in France think that he is part of the past. They want to turn a new page as far as French football is concerned. There are issues in the background, but I really think he picked the wrong person to criticise, because if you're a French football supporter, you know what Zinedine Zidane has done as a player, winning the World Cup, winning the Euros, one of the greatest French players of all time, and also as a manager, winning 3 Champions Leagues in a row with Real Madrid. I really think it was a step too far for Noel Le Graet to be that disrespectful about a player as great as Zinedine Zidane, and to turn around and say, I wouldn't pick up the phone if he called me. To be fair to Mr. Noel Le Graet, he has apologised, and he has come out and said, look, I was misunderstood. I said things that I shouldn't have said. The journalists involved trapped me. You know, I didn't really mean what I said, but those comments are on tape, and the people of France have heard them, and they've made up their own minds about Mr. Le Graet.
OK, thank you very much for clearing that up. Thank you.